test. So if you didn't do any kind of hit die or anything like that, do it
Cool.
now.
I wasn't sure if we were going to get an in or not. Perfect. I get my Channel Divinity back. I roll 1 hit die. Oh, baby.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
Black didn't get a whole lot of hits on you guys, so it's not like it mattered.
No. Actually, Tyler did the most damage to us.
That's true, I did.
Thankfully, we had a long rest.
All right, how are we looking? John, are you okay to listen and eat or whatever you're doing?
I can listen, but I'm not going to be on mic for a bit.
Got you. Tyler, Zach, and Jacob, you're all good to go?
I'm good.
Yep.
Okay, so brief recap on our initial session. Avina of the Ark had sent you all a letter begging for help, saying she had found some kind of secret to... crab. She had found some kind of clue or secret to the lost legend of Jabrea that was going to blow this whole treasure hunt wide open. And she asked if she didn't respond to you in a little bit of time, that she thought her life was in danger and you should go try to find her. Which led you guys to Flower Foss Village on the Honeycomb Coast, where when you guys arrived, a giant shambling mound was kind of attacking the inn. You guys fended off the shambling mound, but unfortunately you burned down the second floor of the inn in the process, which is when you met Memwit, the tavern owner. Memwit kind of informed you that Avina had headed to the north towards Castle Arcane, and he also mentioned not to bring up Castle Arcane in Flora Foss because it seemed like people didn't like that. But he pointed you in north. You guys had some shenanigans for the night, and then you headed off to Castle Arcane to find out what happened to your friend Avina. Along the way, you fell for a pit trap and were captured by a gang of random thugs, all of which wearing different color bandanas, who called themselves the Prism Gang.
The Prism Rangers, indeed.
Yeah.
Prison snakes.
And this sect of the Prism Gang happened to be run by a guy named Black, who seemed like he was kind of higher up in the Prism Gang. And he was very noticeable because of his black handkerchief that he wore around his neck. Black took you guys down the path, and he had to stop to drink for water, and that's when you guys jumped at the chance to attack him. You killed him. Killed basically his envoy except for 2 people, who informed you that the Prism Gang was led by a guy named Gold, and Gold was doing something to basically make his own nation in place of whatever was what used to be up at Castle Arcane. I think it was Scott who tied them to the horse and then sent it back to the village, for which they will clearly die, because they're being dragged behind a horse that's running down a path.
Yeah, we're supposed to put them on the path to enlightenment and good, but the horse will do as well, I suppose.
But before you did that, one of the guys said, "Gold will make monsters of you yet," which seemed very strange. And then you guys decided to take a breather, and here you are on the path. As you guys are kind of wrapping up from whatever little campfire you guys set up for 2 hours, you hear some ruffling in a bush nearby.
I roll perception. I go check it out. If there's somebody watching,
Cool.
I definitely want to know who it was and if they're going to be spying on us and shit.
Cool. This person, let's see how well they're hiding.
I'm going to continue sitting by the campfire, giving like a 1,000-yard stare.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Ooh, I don't notice them.
None of us, I don't think, have passives that high.
But you were actively looking, so you can make a perception.
Ah!
So
I should have
close.
cast
No
guidance
cigar.
on myself, but no, that'd be cheating.
You do hear a rustle. As you look for it, whoever was there seems to have already been gone. But Damien, as you turn your head back to the camp, you see that person now seems to have gotten cocky. There seems to be a high elf standing on the complete opposite side of where you guys were resting. Like, let's say you guys have a campfire here. You, Damien, would have probably gone over here to check it, and now the person,
He's like,
if we're going to use Black's token, is right here. Standing, kind of got like a smirk on his face. High elf, not wearing armor, wearing probably a red robe and glasses, with a small backpack on his back that has a crossbow. And he's sort of clapping slowly at you for running up to those bushes. Well there, not a very good tracker now, are you? He says as he boldly begins to approach the camp.
apologies, I was just waking up after a nap. I got some sleep in my eyes still.
He makes Go ahead, Bevy.
Oh, on hearing his voice, I stand up and whip out the short sword, ready for a fight.
Whoa, 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 he says, putting up both his hands. No need to get all angry here. I'm sure we can all be friends. He kind of looks over and he says, I see you did that, I see you did in that black guy, huh? Well, you did that, member of the Prism gang there, huh?
You've caused so many problems for yourself with this name.
Forgive me, I might just enjoy your bask in your victory with you if you don't mind.
Look, I don't like talking to people that I don't know very much. My name is Damien, and who might you be?
He puts his hands behind his head, puts one hand behind his head, the other hand pushes his glasses up, goes, call me Four Eyes. That's what everyone does. Now, can I ask exactly what you guys are doing in a forest like this? It's riddled with thugs and monsters.
A little bit why I'm a little trepidatious of speaking to you, sir. We don't know exactly what's going on around here.
All right, then I guess I should show off some trust by giving you my part first. I'm looking for a certain woman. How about you?
What a coincidence.
Who might you be searching for?
We're looking for one called Avina.
Avina? Never heard of her. I'm looking for someone named Alice.
I'm gonna just inside check to see if he actually has heard of her.
Gotcha.
Ooh, damn.
He stops when he says Avina over his mouth, and you can kind of see the process. A light bulb goes off in his head, and he says, never heard of her.
Okay. So at this point, Daniel just sort of like nod. Okay, Alice. I'm afraid we haven't heard of anybody by that name either.
How unfortunate. You don't happen to be heading to the castle, do you? He says, I'm assuming you guys made food. He's like helping
That's
himself
fine,
to it
yeah.
now.
Anybody else want to take this?
What are we taking?
This
Yeah, I don't want to
conversation.
dominate it.
Oh, I'm taking notes.
He asked whether we're heading to the castle.
Yeah, we're going to the castle. These people betrayed us, and we think they have Avina. We're going after them. Is that what you're doing?
Sounds fun. I'm happy to help if you want. Not very strong of a guy, but hey, moral support's a thing too, I guess.
What can you tell us about this Alice person?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, she's diligent note taker, archaeologist. Not bad with an instrument, you know. Unfortunately, I'm actually gearing to try to meet this Alice person, so I haven't actually ever met her before. You guys do know what you're walking into with the forest, right? I've been doing some scouting.
God no, we have no idea. We just got here actually yesterday, so.
Weird monstrosities are roaming all over the place here. You're more than likely to run into at least one of them. And he points to the carcass of the Prism gang that's over there. You know, he had a scheduled time to show back up at the castle, and if he's not going to show up, They're going to be on their guard.
Well, might you happen to be any good at disguise? Perhaps you could be black for us.
Ouch! I really did mess myself up.
Yeah,
with
you
this
did.
title. Persuade him. Make a persuasion check.
I'll give it a go. Nope.
He kind of laughs. He goes, "Nah, I'm more along the ride kind of. But the way I see it, you probably have about a 2 days ride to the castle. If you hurry, you might make it in time for when he was supposed to show up."
Do we still have horses?
2.
There are 2 horses left because you used one to get. One got incinerated. This guy.
Oh.
This guy got sent for these 2, and 2 are left. He's
Might have been a good idea to keep more horses then.
because there's
Alright.
what 5 of you now, 6.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have worked anyway, but it's a good thought.
I've got a plan. We take Black's body and we put it up on the back of a horse, and then we push it all the way to the castle, and then they'll see that he's on the back of the horse, and then everything's.
And we could like make him wave and such. That's not a bad idea, Bevy. You've got some skill in manipulating things, I assume, given given who you are as a person, right?
I cast Mage Hand on. I assume the corpse is somewhere here.
It'd be like right around here.
Gonna see if I can pull the arm up, make it wave.
The mage hand is having a hard time with it. It's kind of slow. Arms are about probably more than 10 pounds.
I'm gonna look this up. I should know this.
5
How much is an
pounds.
arm
I
weigh?
killed Black, didn't I?
Is it 5
Yeah,
pounds?
5 pounds. Yeah, you like bit him very hard, I believe.
Yeah, he's covered in rat bites all over his face and like body. He's probably not looking too good, I'd imagine. He's got like a hood, right?
Yeah, sure.
What's time?
5% of your weight, so for a 150-pound human being, an arm weighs 8 pounds.
That's still under 10 pounds.
I can cut off his hand. It'll weigh less. We'll just put a glove on there.
I fear that would defeat the purpose of our ruse.
This is Black, correct?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What about you, little girl? You got any tricks?
I know the one trick that she has.
we all touch our burn marks from the previous day.
I'd just like to I also like to note to our just a note that I've been sitting at the campfire not moving, and I kind of disappeared, but I'd like to get up and reappear out of nowhere from this and walk over to the dead body and cast Memories of the Fallen. See if I can
Ooh.
Can you put
see
that
any.
descriptor in the thing for me?
Yes, of course.
This is some homebrew shit right here.
Boom.
Did that not go?
Would you put it in the Discord or the Roll20?
Oh, sorry.
Is it on your character sheet?
It
There we
popped
go,
up
there we
now,
go.
we're good.
Alright, I hit the wrong thing.
You're fine. Access to performing a 1-minute ritual on a corpse, you can gain insight. Roll a D100 for me.
You're gonna hear about that time he found a gold coin on
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
on the
I bet I'll give this to Gold, and he'll be so happy because he's gold.
You see, as you're kind of doing your ritual, your eyes are shut. All of a sudden, for a brief second, you kind of look up and you're in a room. There's 5 men around you. One with a blue bandana, one with a red, one with a yellow, and one with a green. And then the 5th one has a gold bandana. It looks like you're in some kind of study, and all 4 of them are just ripping books off the shelves. All of a sudden, you hear Gold say, "I found it!" And then you kind of snap out of it, and you're back into being Shoko. Four Eyes is kind of staring at you guys like you're insane as you guys are propping a dead body up and using Mage Hand to get it to wave. You hear him with a tone of sarcasm be like, "Seriously, this is your plan?"
Well, my original
We're open
plan,
to suggestions.
yeah,
we have
was to
them.
go to the back door, because there's, a back door to the castle, so I assume that's a little less conspicuous. But, the dead body prop-up works too, or maybe we can send it back as a message. I don't know. There's always a use for the dead or the living.
I guess, he says, kind of weirded out. But if you guys want to make it in time, you better leave probably in the next 15 minutes.
Alright, the body will be dead weight, quite literally, folks. I think it'll just be better for us to get there before they're expecting this member of their posse back in time. So, I propose we head there. If we get there early enough, we ride fast enough, we'll have some extra time to scout it out, and we'll go from there. Anybody object to that, or are you attached to the dead body prop-up plan?
The problem with that plan is we only have 2 horses. We'll definitely be traveling slower than they did.
They didn't all have horses. There was only 4 horses, and there was
They
a
all
lot of them. Oh, there was
Yeah.
only... Okay.
There were 4 guys, I think, and Black. I guess 2 of them were riding on 1 horse, but they were all on horseback.
Well, look, horses don't gallop all the time. I realize we'll go a little slower, but maybe we'll run across something on the way.
And you said red, blue, green, and then
Red,
gold,
blue, green,
and
what
then
was the one
gold.
I missed. Gold, and then there was a 5th one. I
Uh,
want to say it's pink,
black.
but it's on another map. Let's say pink for now.
okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Actually,
Well,
what does black look like anyway?
Pretty standard thug, with the exception of the black bandana around his neck.
And he's also
Is
also
there
white.
anyone in
Hi.
our party that could reasonably be disguised as them?
He is a human, so realistically, if Damien were to put on his leather armor and put the hood up, he would be able to make a deception check. Also, any of you guys who are capable with a disguise kit would probably be able to pull it off with a deception.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
we
try
don't-
to tug the bandana off of Black's head and put it on Damien's forehead.
It comes off pretty easily. It's actually more like a neckerchief, but it comes off pretty easily.
All right, look, I prefer a direct solution, but I suppose I will give this a go.
Aren't you a
he's-
healer? You're gonna be the guy in the mix?
Oh, I'm always in the mix. It's just a matter of some support of my allies. You know how it is.
Good point. All right. Seems like a good plan. Can I look at his face and memorize it or something? Or just,
Black?
trying to remember it. Yeah.
Stare
Stare deep
make
into my
a-
eyes.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, make a let's say deception because you're trying to figure out how to make a disguise out of him. What are
Ooh,
faces?
It's-
Yeah,
got-
no, you're drawing a little smiley face in the ground, being like, "I think I got it."
2
That's-
eyes and a mouth. That's him.
Yeah.
Does this guy seem to notice what Bevy is?
He's taken interest, but probably hasn't figured
Cool.
it out.
So give him a day and he'll know. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'll be a little more conspicuous, I think. I'll be hanging away from him as much as I can.
Got you.
Well, like the man said, Four Eyes said, we should get a move on.
3-eyed.
3-eyed Raven.
All right, let's go. I don't need a horse. You guys can ride on. You can double up on the horse. I can just run. I'm pretty.
I'm going to get on 1 horse.
You see Four Eyes kind of standing up in the corner. He's like, "Horses are for suckers," and he kind of stretches his legs, getting ready to run.
Yeah, and we'll load up. Is it Urba in this game? I can't remember.
No, Fulgar.
That's what it
Fulgar.
is. We'll load up Fulgar and Shoko if you want to hop up behind your buddy here.
Shoko just does.
Fulgar takes the reins and he kind of snaps the horse that's ready to go. So I'm assuming Damien and Shoko, you two are on the other.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking Shoko with.
I'm sorry,
with
Damien and Ianto. My bad.
Yeah, I suppose I'll get behind. I'll cuddle up behind Ianta, and I'll just sort of like, sorry, excuse me, just mind the shield, the spear, excuse me. Very uncomfortable on like the back of a horse.
You hear a snicker from Four Eyes. He kind of is like, "You look real great up there."
I fear he might have had a point.
All right,
Beer.
and with that, you guys are off. Travel's kind of slower. Like, Bevy and Four Eyes are fast, but they're probably not fast enough to keep up with a horse's gallop.
No.
However, you guys do probably make it, I'd say, about a third of the way as night falls. No monsters yet. No other encounters. The wood starts to get thicker. As you guys get farther in, you can see above the woods, on top of a hill, a castle kind of poking up. The castle has big red kind of banners across it. With, from this distance, you can't really tell what it looks like, but it looks kind of like some kind of flower. Looks like you probably, if you took a rest, you'd get there in the afternoon. If you went overnight, you could probably get there in the morning.
And getting there in the morning would be what, like 6 hours ahead of when he would have showed up, or at the time?
He's going to show up. He was probably scheduled to show up tomorrow morning. The issue is if you go tomorrow morning, you will not have had time to rest.
The exhaustion.
Yep.
Well, what do we want to do?
You guys can have talked this over while you're on the horses.
No, I don't necessarily like going without sleep personally, but if we want to get there with any sort of time left, we'll have to push through it. Of course, when I'm tired, I can't talk worth shit. I can't see worth shit. I can swing my spear fine, but man, it is no good doing other stuff.
Okay, how about this? We show up later. We take the rest, but we show up later. You show up on the horse, right? And
Oh, I was delayed. I get you.
yeah, the horse was injured. I'll stab it or something, and then the rest of your team was ambushed, and you're the only one who made it out.
That's as good a plan as any, and I get to go straight to the front gate, which is always my preference. Straight on in.
Could you remind me if, basically the leaders are the only ones with these colored bandana things, right?
Yes. Everyone else.
So
is,
there's definitely more of them than that.
What do you? There's 5, I think. One of the guys told you.
Yeah, but like there are other people in the gang other than those 5.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's a good plan. How far away are you guys going to
Yeah.
be from me? That's my only issue. I don't like being alone. I work best as a team.
Well, I'm pretty quick, but I could hide somewhere. And do we see anywhere near the gate that would be like a good hiding?
Wait, did we
spot?
already see the gate?
Shrubberies?
You're
Yeah.
still probably half a days away, so you wouldn't see that.
All right, we could. All right, look. Let's say we sleep through the night. Let's not go into a castle tired, and then if the gate doesn't have a nice hiding spot, we can just go and find the back door. No problem. They might have the raised alarm and all that and be ready for us, but we'll still be going to the back door.
Okay.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Wait. The wound on the horse needs to seem old, so you want to tie it to a tree or? I pull out the short sword. I like slice him, maybe like along the leg or something. Something that would make him seem lame.
It makes a very loud sound as you do.
Wait.
this.
I'm sure we can startle a horse to the extent that it looks like it's been through something without necessarily hindering ourselves.
And also, look
further
at
from
there's
our
blood all
travel.
over him from the ones we killed nearby.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Sorry, sometimes I just get wrapped up in these plans and I go through with them really quickly. I go sit down.
Ain't a word, ain't a
Cool.
worry. But yeah, so we'll sleep and we'll go.
So you guys kind of find a spot to make camp for the night. Pull you up. You like my geometric campfire in the forest?
It's very pleasing to my eyes.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of set up. You probably tie your horses up against one of the trees. Make sure to select who's going to be taking watch first, who's going to be taking watch second, and who's going to be taking watch third. Probably only going to need 3 watches.
Is it already dark out? Like, would I have disadvantage as a human?
It is dusk at this point. The sun has a nice amber color in the sky, that kind of stuff. Probably dark within the next hour or two.
I'll take the last watch because I figure I'm pretty tired from running.
I can take the first watch. Shoko can take the first watch.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the middle watch. I can cast some light around and make sure we're all right.
Cool. So first watch is
Actually, can I take the first watch with Shoko?
sure. For the first watch, Shoko and Ianto, everyone else kind of goes to sleep. You notice your friend, Four Eyes, doesn't seem so much interested in sleep. He kind of eyes up both of you. More interested in waiting for you to fall asleep.
Not interested in sleep in the way elves are, or
Yeah, not interested in closing his eyes around you guys. That makes sense.
He's a full blood elf, though, right? Like
He's a high elf.
Okay.
He
so
looks
like
kinda-
not distrust, just this is what they do.
He seems to just be eyeing you guys up, and he kind of looks at you, Ianto, and he asks you what your deal is.
As they're having this conversation,
write, I record, I chronicle my journeys with others, as I'm doing right now.
Tyler, you were saying something?
wow, my voice. Sorry. As they're talking, I'd like to just like mostly concealment
Okay,
because I see him as a threat.
it's fine. So you are now basically faded into the background, basically being invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna forget about you and kind of stare directly at Ianto. Chronicle, what does that have to do with finding this Avina of the Arc Lady?
These journeys, they introduce us to some very interesting phenomena in the world that need to be documented. I have provided the service for Avina in the past, and she's solicited my services once again.
I see. His interest kind of fades from you, and he starts looking at Bevy. Does he always wear a mask?
If you travel with us for much longer, I think you'll find out why the mask.
And he kind of laughs and goes and puts his hands behind his head again. And goes, "Oh, you're an entertaining bunch. I'm starting to like you guys."
It's not especially sinister, just
It's weird.
out of the ordinary, yes.
As we hear
It's fine,
rats
I'm-
fucking in the background.
He laughs, goes, "It's fine. I'm from Jabrea. All sorts of weirdness over there." Ugh. Is your book out, by the way?
Yeah.
He kind of takes interest in it. He goes, "Would you mind if I looked?"
Sure.
He touches it. He kind of fingers through it. Still the book of a. And he shuts it. Goes, "Still the book of a beginning caster, but here, I'll give it back to you." And he kind of says, "Well, I'm beat. I would make sure to keep watch. The monsters are more active at night." And he puts his head to sleep and he goes to sleep.
Yeah, when he stops looking, I open the book, and it looks different. Like it's older.
Hmm.
The pages are coarser, like they're not exactly made of the same parchment as they were when other people were looking.
Interesting. Okay.
Damn.
The rest of your watches are uneventful, Tyler and John. I'm assuming Shoko jumps out at a certain point to start going to sleep, and you wake up. Who is second?
That's me, Damien.
Damien, one of them wakes you up and then they go to sleep. Damien, you're kind of all by yourself, staring at the fire. All sorts of sounds of animals all around you. All of a sudden, you kind of hear a gross and nasty snarl. It seems to be coming from the south.
Okay, I'll cast light as far as I can. Is it touch spell? Shit, yeah.
Have we gone to sleep at this point?
Yes, you've gone to sleep. Actually, real quick, sorry, all that soup is going through me. Do you mind if we take a quick bathroom
Yep,
break?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Be right back.
Oh, are we down a player?
Yeah, Scott went plowing yesterday because of the snow, so he didn't sleep last night.
Oh, he's got a snowplow?
Yeah, he's got a nice truck with a snowplow, and he earns a lot of good money that way. But he literally just
Oh.
didn't sleep last night because he was plowing, and so he is asleep right now.
I'll be honest, I thought he was talking about something else.
Oh, he did that too.
Well, now I am.
Whoa!
as well.
All right.
What do you
I
think?
thought it was like
what he
a
does-
humble brag.
2 days early, but sure.
Yikes on
What do you
yikes.
think he does in the truck while he
Yeah,
plows?
exactly. Plow while you
Oh,
plow,
wow.
so you can plow while you plow.
He's Mr. Plow.
But no, that's super valuable. I mean, like over here, we don't nearly have enough people plowing the roads.
Yeah, they pay pretty
It
well,
takes, like,
so.
Did you guys get like a lot of snow?
Only like 4 to 5 inches, and it was kind of slushy. But it was like happening during the evening commute yesterday, so it was like awful timing for people going home.
Yeah, everybody was freaking out. It was nuts.
So how does he get paid? He gets paid through like
The state or the
or
city,
something?
yeah, he plows in like a town nearby us. So
How can they prove that he plowed the roads?
All right, I'm back, guys. Thank you for that.
you're welcome.
So like I said, everyone put yourself, by the way, on this map if you can.
Damien, if he was on watch, would be like walking around with like light cast on his spear and shining it around and stuff like that.
Excuse me.
That'll be 4 eyes there.
Probably be laying near the fire.
I'd be next to whoever that is.
Cool. And, like I said, Damon, you start to hear snarl, and you see movement happen in these bushes here. Something seems to be interested in coming towards the light for you. Do you do anything yet?
I will fall back and poke up Ianto, and like as like without trying to provoke combat yet, I'll go around and start poking awake people with my spear, and like in a combat stance with my shield, that I'll be looking to see, you know, what people are doing, essentially. Like,
Got you. So he does that, Ianto. Your sleep is interrupted as you feel the slight poke of the dull end of Damien's spear into your gut.
and I'm like waving my spear light as far out as I can see. I suppose I haven't seen anything yet.
No.
Cool.
Do. As this happens,
I'm going to precast Shillelagh.
Cool.
cool.
Or Big Whip mode.
Cool.
Has he also woken me up or shook?
Yeah, depending on how long, then whatever. I'm just moving.
That's fine.
I would like to grab his spear as he tries to wake me up and like ready my dagger for attack. Like really like thinking somebody's attacking me. 'Cause that's what
Gotcha.
Shoko would do.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find a good token for this. This lady works. As you're waking him up, all of a sudden in the growling, a woman kind of appears. She looks really worse for the wear, dressed in kind of what you'd expect like a maid's clothing to be like in this kind of area. She's got weird black lines going all around her, like looks like her veins have been pumped with some kind of weird, gooey, gross substance. She falls to her all fours, and she's like, "Please, please help me." And then it goes back into like growling and snarling, and she can't seem to go back and forth. She's going back and forth between begging you for help and snapping at you. Please help me.
All right, yeah, I'll immediately walk forward. Damien not knowing any better, and I'm assuming everybody at this point is awake. I'll be waking up. I'll yell at this point. Everybody up! Everybody up! Come on, we got a situation here.
Everybody, you're woken up, including Four Eyes, who I guess is the only one I'm really controlling in this moment. He kind of rubs his eyes out and sits up against a log, curious of what you guys are going to do. You're so kind to try to help me, she says as she slowly approaches you, holding her stomach.
I'm just going to do a standard medicine check to see what's wrong with her. I'm assuming she's going to attack me in a moment, but first things first.
Do it.
Fuck me!
As you look, you see her insides are kind of rising around. Much more. It almost looks like there's like two snakes inside her stomach.
Hey, Bevy, you know this one?
Nope. Sorry, don't. I don't really know her.
I come from Arcane. Oh, they killed our king.
Now, ma'am, just lay down and relax. I need you to calm
What's
down.
Four Eyes doing?
Four Eyes is he's got one eye on her. He doesn't move.
This doesn't happen to be the woman you're looking for, does it?
He shakes his head. Doesn't even speak.
Thankfully, it's not ours either. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's Avina, guys. We found her. Mission accomplished.
Go
Can I
ahead.
take a closer look at her?
Yeah.
See what's going on. I don't know. I don't really have
Medicine.
a medicine background. Okay.
Oh yeah, does this already count as having taken a long rest?
No, not yet. You'll get the long rest after this,
Okay.
but you do get the short rest. She takes it. Don't go to Arcane. And all of a sudden, like, she starts to balloon up insane levels. She snarls and she screams. And she rips at her stomach, and you just see big black lines start to appear. It almost looks like her stomach is about to pop, and everyone roll initiative.
Well, darn. This lady's fucked up.
I find it offensive that I was equated to the. Very different.
I apologize.
Oh, I gotta pull up turn order, don't I?
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'd like to
yeah.
request that we attempt to keep this specimen more intact than the last one.
There we go.
Does my 5 still count?
I can add it in there.
Oh.
Damien rolled a 9.
Well, fuck.
I'll roll myself back in.
shit. That's fine.
Hey, you know, I do much better.
You got a 9. Anto, you got a 5. Shoko, did you roll?
Yeah. I got
Is
21.
this editable? There you go.
Yeah, you can edit your own. Actually, I think I can edit
Debbie,
all
you're
of
the only
yours.
one who just needs to re-roll in.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why this won't accept my edit. Weird. There we go, finally. Alright, cool. And it looks like she gets to go first. Babadoo-badoo. All of a sudden, her
Oh, I
arm...
would be closer because I was looking at her.
All of a sudden, her arm sort of balloons up. And she kind of grows out. These black tendrils come out of her hands. And they grow into claws. And she's going to swipe, actually, twice. Once at Damien and once at Bevy. So those are both +7.
Yeah,
First one is Damien. Second one's
okay, that'll hit me.
That will not hit me.
Do. So, Damien, as that claw hits you, a little bit of that black stuff gets in and starts going into your skin. You feel it burn super hot. The scratch isn't that bad, but it seems like the claw itself really gets at you. So you take 6 slashing plus another 4 poison damage as that all happen. And then she actually finally gets to do. She's gonna make a bite at you, Bevy, because she didn't actually get to hit you.
All right.
+7.
Yep, that is.
Okay, do. Take 8. As she bites at you and her teeth kind of get in, you feel that black ooze come out of her gums and seep its way into one of your wraps.
Probably many.
It squeals in pain and agony as it dies, and then you take 8 damage. Shoko, you're up.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Cool. Do it. That hits. Cool. As you blast the ray out from your hand, however you're gonna create it in existence, it kind of hits her and she screams in pain as the skin turns red as it's being frozen. She takes a butt ton of cold damage. All right, is that your turn?
I'd like to kind of cower behind here.
Okay.
And
You
yes,
know who- You're gonna add. I didn't have 4 eyes. But Bevy, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna crouch and roll real quick to the opposite side of her. I don't know if you do flanking rolls, but I feel like I do.
I
this
do
at-
actually.
Oh, you do? So am I flanking with
Yes, you are.
Sweet. I'm gonna bust out my short sword Dow. I'm gonna attack him.
That hits.
8 points of slashing. I get another attack.
That hits.
5 points of slashing. And I'm gonna use the monk ability to do 2 unarmed. I forgot what
Flurry of blows.
flurry of blows. How could I forget? 7. 14 hit.
It does not.
Okay, that's one misses.
You get. Oh, I'm sorry. That one hit. Yes.
for it.
Bevy, as you slice her with your sword, it's almost like the black stuff is trying to find a way out, and it actually sprays out on you, covering you up. You actually take. Oh no, that's fine. You take 10 poison damage. It's supposed to be a D8. That's fine. That's still good.
Okay.
As the black poison kind of goes all over you.
You guys hear a lot of rats scream in agony, I'm sure.
Damien, you're up.
So it seems like as he stabbed into it, stuff came gushing out. Was it for each hit that it happened, or was it just once?
No, it seems like it was once.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'll do what I do normally. I will cast a very high level bless spell, and I will bless all of us but 4 eyes. And then I will nod towards Bevy and say, "If you want to hit it again, it's all you." As your reaction.
Do I think attacking it again will spray me?
Yes.
I'm good.
Yeah, I figured. So everybody has the D4. Bonus action, I don't believe I can do anything, so that'll be my turn.
Okay. Yanto, you're up.
Have I seen the spray thing at this
Oh
point?
fuck, actually, could I have stabbed him with my sentinel feet when he was attacking us earlier?
Is that what the sentinel feet does?
So when he attacks an ally next to me, I can stab the person that's doing the attacking.
Do it.
Yeah. So I'll just do that now, and then I'll have gotten my reaction back on this turn because I'm a fucking dummy.
Fine. Learn how to play your damn character. Well, you miss
Cool.
anyway. You're too freaked out by this woman engorging in front of you. And it is now your turn, Ianto.
How's she looking?
Beaten. I would say she's definitely taken a good amount of damage, but she's still got some fight in her.
Alright, I'll take a step forward. Cast Green Flame Blade and hit her.
Cool.
Oh,
Misses.
You have a D4, dog.
Sorry.
You
Oh,
have a
yeah.
D4. That'll hit.
Nice.
okay, so that's... What?
That's what that is.
Hold on, I have to look... Wait, no, I clicked the wrong thing. My bad. 12 bludgeoning and 1d8 fire damage? Did I say booming or green
You
flame?
said green flame.
Green flame.
Okay, so that's 1d8.
Whoosh. You really,
Fire.
You really gave it to her. Unfortunately, as you do hit her, another pustule kind of appears and blasts at you. And you take 5 poison damage as the thing hits you in the eyes. Ah.
I'm gonna edit in bless into your thing right now, John. So
What's
I'm
that?
editing bless into your character sheet right now. If you see shit moving around,
Okay.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Four Eyes' turn, and he does jack fucking shit. The lady's turn.
Glad we have him along.
And you watch the lady starting to lose control of herself. She puts her hands down for a second, and she actually, her arms kind of draw in the poison that's now on the floor. As you see her wounds start to begin to close as she does. And she's gonna stumble this way, incurring an attack of opportunity from you, Bevy.
Is she? I don't know. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Why not? Would this be an advantage? Oh, she stepped away. Never mind.
Still hits.
8 slashing.
Doing math. Okay, cool. Again, as you do it, you take 12 poison damage.
Oh, shit.
How are you doing?
I am bloodied for sure. My
Alright, well, you
costume
might-
is leaking rats. They're falling away out of my costume and not being able to get back in very quickly.
All right, well, you might get really hurt on this as she turns to face the three of you. And she takes out a hand, and she actually draws the hand across her own stomach.
ugh.
She actually incurs 2d6 slashing damage against herself. Oh. And as she does this, it's almost like a fountain of black sludge sprays on the three of
Oh,
you.
nice.
And I'm gonna need Constitution saving throws.
You do get a bonus, folks. Don't forget it.
How good's my constitution?
25. Oh, I didn't even
Boom.
see I rolled the natural 20.
Shoko, you're actually the only one who's not in this. You and Four Eyes, as she's turned, she's only hitting this area.
Okay, sorry. I heard you say all of us.
You're all good. But you've all been poisoned at this point, and you're all ready for it. And you do manage to dodge it. However, she does still get you. Y'all are going to take half of this damage.
Hellish
Oh,
rebuke.
11
Yeah.
damage each. Go
I
ahead, do
am
it.
a pile of rats.
not yet. I did my math wrong. I have a 1 HP, but I am just like writhing in pain. My
Is it
body's
level 2 or 3 for
insane.
Tiefling?
Level 2.
I think it upgrades
level-
later.
Level,
Yeah, it upgrades later.
It's one level up from whatever it is.
Yeah, you're right.
So
It would
she
be.
needs to make a
This
dex
is
save.
correct. Wow, you rolled really well. Holy shit.
But she makes it out of that, so she's only going to take half of that damage.
I'm gonna roll a concentration check for bless, and I keep it up.
Math is hard.
10.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
10 damage.
Rebuke.
Shoko, you're up.
Yay. How bad is she looking?
She's looking like she's still got some fight in her, but she's been beaten up pretty badly.
Alright, and her token's here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is her.
Yeah. I can't tell, these two look the same. Four Eyes and her look similar.
I'm gonna mark her with a skull and bones.
Thank you. I'm going to use Shocking Grasp.
Do it.
You get a D4
Uh,
additional in case it hits.
Roll your D4.
Who's this one? Is this Four
Yeah,
Eyes?
it's 4 eyes.
That's
yeah.
4 eyes. Roll your D4, Shoko.
Yeah.
Boosh. That wouldn't have hit, but now it does. Roll your
Hells
damage.
yeah.
Oh fuck!
Jesus
High roll.
All right. As you do that, she puts one hand on you, and you feel the black poison that you're kind of bubbling up leak onto your hand, and you take 5 poison damage as her attack deeps into you.
Yeah.
Do. Bebby, you up?
Okay, what does Bless do for you exactly?
D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
I want to do something a little weird here. I want to do this. Oh, let's hope I. Okay, it's good enough. All right. Okay, so I am going to steady myself. You see a look of fear, like I'm just gonna, but I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna throw some rats at him. I'm gonna throw 2 rats at him.
So what does this count as? An improvised weapon?
No, it's a well. I have darts.
Okay,
Okay, as a
Ah.
flavored dart.
Okay, that's fine.
D4s.
Misses.
D4s, folks.
Oh yeah,
Roll your
that's
D4
right.
I'm gonna go into each of your fucking character sheets and activate this for you real quick.
16, 16.
That hits for both of them.
Sweet.
Cool. As you hit her twice, you see her kind of keel over, and all of a sudden she just explodes. I need con saves from everyone
Oh,
within 5
fuck.
feet of her,
Including 4 eyes, the dummy.
including 4.
Can I reaction Misty Step? No, that's not
No.
a thing.
Yeah, he's gonna fail.
Oh,
I throw the rat like at her jugular vein and it latches on.
So anyone who succeeded takes 7. Anyone who failed takes 15. Show
Yep, I'm rolling right now.
D4.
roll your bless. It's 16.
oh my
you gotta get.
gosh, I'm down to 1, but I'm still up.
Me too. 1 bros.
So Shoko, you take the full brunt of that damage.
That's 15.
Yeah, as does 4 eyes. Everyone, what's everyone's passive perception?
14.
12.
Anyone have anything higher than a 17?
Fulgar
Perception?
might, but I doubt
No.
it.
Did
Okay,
you take
cool.
alert?
No, he might have taken an
you
observant,
watch-
but I'm not sure.
You watch 4 eyes be very frantic, making sure all that poison gets off him. Seems like that unnerved him a little bit.
As it would anybody.
and this one?
I'm not suspicious at all.
And this woman falls to the ground. Well, basically the bottom half of her falls to the ground. The top half is all over you guys. As we fall out of combat, 4 Eyes kind of looks at you all, and say, "That's what I'm talking about when I say monsters." She probably used to work at the castle. He's shaking off bits of her from his clothing.
We've, I think, faced one of these creatures before in the town.
I thought that
Really?
was a mutated flower or something. I didn't think it was like that.
Whatever they're doing up in that castle, it's definitely magic beyond our understanding.
Actually, yeah, does this look like the thing we faced, but maybe more explosive?
No, in fact, it's very easily a weird, monstrous mutation. Actually, if you look closely at Four Eyes, now that he's cleaned off, he kind of takes interest in it. He seems to, his eyes get wide as he's now examining her lower
Okay,
half.
I'm gonna push him in with the spear. So have some respect for the dead, goddammit, and I'll pick her up and I'll put her. I'll start. I'll move.
Wait, no.
I'm not listening, and I move her over here a little bit, and I start like digging
Okay.
a grave. Basically, I don't think I have a shovel, but I'll start like grabbing rocks to make a cairn or something like that.
All right, I'm going to make as many observations I can of the remains as I can.
Just don't touch a Mianto. It's disrespectful to poke through the dead.
I'm definitely not going to touch it.
If anybody,
How do I turn off bless?
there's a little
Oh,
checkbox.
okay, I see it. Don't we?
Does Memories of the Fallen?
I'll wipe some of the
Does
sludge
that
off with
touch
my thumb and make a pressing in the book.
What'd you say?
Does
Tyler?
Memories of the Fallen require touching the corpse? Probably assume so, right?
I would imagine, and it doesn't look. Yeah, it's only once per corpse. I would imagine a brief 1 minute touch.
Yeah. Okay. But he.
I see her
That's
moving
not to
to
say
do
you
that.
couldn't do it, but you've got one player character who's not.
Well,
gonna be
sorry.
touching the dead.
You could touch her, just don't go rooting around her insides. To see Four Eyes getting a look in his eye, you know.
Okay. I'd like to perform that.
Cool. He's probably Damien's probably halfway through digging a grave for her, so she's down. So you kind of sit Indian style in front of her, and you put your hand down, and you kind of mutter whatever you have to do. And as you close your eyes, you kind of open them up. You look like you're in an attic somewhere. In front of you is the guy with the gold bandana that you saw before. He's got a book in his hand, and he's reciting words that even you, Shoko, have no idea what they are. You hear this woman screams and screams as all of a sudden you feel in the back of your throat this black gooey substance start to fill every orifice, and as you feel like you're about to explode, Shoko comes back into reality.
Gold, torture, screaming.
I'll sort of gesture to one of the logs, I guess, around the fire, and I'll say, once I finish this grave, I'll give y'all a nice nap, or a nice refresher before bed, and then I'll finish up my watch, and we'll get on with this nightmare of a night. So I'll finish the grave, and then I'll spend 10 minutes casting Prayer of Healing, just at second level. So everybody gets 17 HP if I'm allowed to do all that stuff and nothing happens in the interim. And then I assume we go to bed.
Yep. Before you go to bed, Four Eyes, overhearing what you said, Shoko, asks you to elaborate.
I literally repeat the same thing. Gold, torture, darkness.
Four Eyes puts one hand on either side of your shoulders and says, "How? How did he torture? What did he do?"
Tongues, unknown tongues.
And a little frustrated, Four Eyes kind of pushes you back a little before being like, "Well, good night, everybody." He goes off to sleep. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Actually, yes. If you could give me a description of what you saw in your vision. Be as detailed as possible, please.
At least you're nicer about it.
You're gonna get basically the same stuff. Clearly Shoko's mind is not right and needs to be set back. Still at a traumatic state from prior events before this adventure or meeting, and needs to be released of that somehow.
I cut off my ear and I give it. No, I'm just kidding.
So I still have a watch. We still have a couple hours. It's my turn. So I'm gonna go into like the brush or maybe up into a tree and see if I can get like a stealthy position to see if I can would be able to warn somebody before someone walked up like on us again like that.
Got you. Anyone else want to do anything before we go to third watch?
As long as I'm separated from Four Eyes, I do want to whisper to each member of the group to make sure they're aware. He knows Avina. He was lying straight to our faces. I seen it, and he was playing any common criminal could have lied better than he did. Just so y'all know, and he'll sort of just make it as quiet as possible and make sure Four Eyes isn't over here and just go to bed after that.
Can you imagine a motive for this deception?
He might not want the same goals that we do. Whether he thinks that we're going to kill her or we're going to save her, he wants the opposite, I would imagine.
Well, we've perhaps demonstrated to him that his goals are not aligned with ours. There might be trouble.
He seemed...
What's he gonna do to us? He's a weakling. He didn't even help in that fight.
Well, he didn't seem too worried. He looked more like he was studying us, and when he grabbed your book, he didn't seem too impressed there, Yanto.
Technically, Damien, I don't think you'd know that.
Oh, okay. That was during his first watch. I was asleep. Never mind.
Yeah.
He didn't seem he seemed nonplussed by that poison, so I know that shit hurt me, so.
Shoko kind of like looks at you and like pulls out her dagger and like crosses her chest and flops back on the ground to like continue rest.
Cool. All good on second rest. We're gonna move to third.
Good.
Sounds good. Okay. So, Bevy, you kind of pop yourself up into a tree. You're taking a much stronger look now that you guys have been attacked once. You hear all sorts of strange sounds that you've probably never heard before. A couple screams, a lot of moans, a lot of squelches, a lot of weird noises.
Coming from a certain direction?
No, it seems to be coming from all over. It seems like whatever's in the forest has been let loose, essentially. As you're intricately focused on this one shadow that you begin to see kind of form, it looks like a very tall person with 4 extra arms, 2 going up and 2 kind of going down. So think kind of like Slender Man with extra arms.
Skinny. He's skinny.
Very skinny. You feel the breath of someone kind of on what would be a humanoid's neck, and you just hear boo
Behind me?
behind you.
Oh shit, I whip around.
It's Four Eyes, and he's got one. As he looks, he's got one is like a fist under his chin, and he seems very interested in you and goes, "What exactly are you?"
I'm a normal man. What's it to you?
He takes a big whiff, goes, "Normal men don't smell like magic."
You're a magic user?
I dabble. He sits kind of next to you. Think like a kid, almost like kicking his legs while he's sitting on a branch.
If you're such a strong magic user, why didn't you help us in that fight?
What does it matter to me whether you live or die? I'm just getting to the castle.
We're helping you get to the castle. You're sneaking around. You're investigating everybody. I don't understand.
Call it curiosity. If you don't want to tell me what kind of magic you are, I guess sleep.
It's personal, okay? The most personal kind of magic.
Are the rest of us asleep at this point?
Yeah, he's actually separated from the camp because he's up in a tree.
Oh.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Sounds like sex magic," and then he hops down. If you're ever interested in telling me, he shouts up, not caring about the people who are hearing, I'm open ears, and he heads back to the camp to go to sleep.
I say, quietly assuming that he can probably still hear me.
Maybe after we get this done.
Cool. And that is all that's really That's the only thing of interest that happens during your ship, Bevy. Not many people seem to attack. It's lucky that monster attacked when she did, because all y'all gain the benefits of a long rest as the sun rises, and you hear a rooster crow in the distance.
During that fight, I wasn't sure whether I'd gotten my long rest. So I was like, yeah, I'll just err on the side of caution and say nah.
All right, and with that, we're gonna take a brief break, guys.
Cool.
Okay, sweet.
Let's say 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Zach. Here's the plan. You and me, we assassinate this guy.
Honestly, though.
2 rounds. I know you're a cleric, but
Hey, it's for the greater good, okay? I mean, I know he's lying for sure, so.
it seemed like an ambiguous lie. Like you didn't quite know.
Yeah,
What-
the only reason I can think he would lie is he doesn't trust us, which is like fine because we don't trust him. But like, I don't know.
I guess we'll see when he becomes a werewolf in 20
Yeah,
minutes.
right. Oh, look, it's a full moon. I love this new ability. It's pretty strong. Next level, I get to at level 6, as an order cleric, I get to cast 4 times based on my wisdom modifier. I can bonus action do an enchantment spell. So like I can bonus action a high level bless and then like punch shit. It's so cool.
Oh, bless is an enchantment.
Yeah, bless. I can do bless, heroism, hold person,
Okay.
shield of faith, bane. I don't like using bane because it's like always like a save or doesn't work kind of thing.
Yeah.
Technically, no, not prayer of healing. Is aid? Nope, aid is abjuration. Actually, I gotta do that too.
Yeah, Bane is supposed to be like reverse blast, but it's got the save on top of
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And honestly, bless has worked so well for us so far. How many times have you hit when you would have missed? Like, it's been awesome.
Oh no, it's been great. Yeah, no doubt.
There's a fucking bless machine.
Oh, okay. I see what you did with the character sheets. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's in the options. Actually, let me do it for you too. Or let me tell you where it is. Jacob, go to your character sheet, right? And then you see the little
Okay.
cog on next to spells.
Mhm.
Okay, right underneath that cog, after you click it, it should show. It should say show global save modifier field, show global skill modifier field. Check off the top
Yep.
4 of those.
Yeah, why not just keep that available for
I don't know,
for
it's
character
fucking
sheets
awesome,
by
though.
default?
So now when you go
Yeah.
back to your core sheet, you'll see underneath your saving throws, it has a global save modifier field. Make sure that's unchecked for now. It should say blessed there. In the global attack modifier field, it should also say blessed. Make sure that's unchecked for now. Global damage modifier, if you ever get a spell like Hunter's Mark or Hex, that's where that would go. But you can leave that unchecked for now. And then, I think, what's the last one? Damage, attack, skill modifier field. If you ever cast guidance on yourself, that's where that would go. And that is located underneath your tool proficiency stuff.
Oh, cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. Awesome.
But it makes rolling with Bless so easy, so...
You can even do AC if you do like Shield of Faith or something.
Yeah, exactly. I might
Yeah.
activate that because I do have Shield of Faith as a bonus action too. I think Bless is way better because it affects so many more people.
How are we feeling?
Good. I was just explaining everybody how to use their global modifier fields.
Ooh.
So now Bless will actually be easier to use.
I don't like this music. We're gonna do different kind of music before we come back.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get some water.
One hour forest music.
Cool. How we all feeling so far?
Good. I like it. It's been fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't like how you
I'm
had the
liking it.
poison explode on us.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm liking it. Bevy's not. We have suffered a lot in that last fight.
Good thing there was a long rest right there.
Very, very good thing.
You know what's annoying is now I'm about to cast aid on 3 of you guys, but there's no HP modifier field because you just have to do totals. Hey.
Oh, you know what I don't have pulled up? I typed out this dungeon like like an actual thing, and I don't have it pulled up.
Well, now's the perfect
I'll
time.
pull that up real quick. No. Look at me being a bro good DM.
I never let my pairs have breaks. No breaks. You gotta pee, you pee in the bucket, and it's all over. You move on.
Catheters required.
Yeah.
See, that's why Zach's campaigns, I just get up and pee.
Yeah. I never remember to say break time, guys. We've all been
I'm
drinking a lot of
notorious for-
beer, so
Well, we don't usually play enough to, like, not enough, sorry, long enough.
yeah, like 2.5 hours isn't super bad.
Yeah. But when we're
I,
playing in person, I just go pee.
When I play in person, I tried it since I only do it once a month. I try to make it 5-6 hour sessions, and I feel like every other minute I'm like once an hour I'm like, all right, you. No, well, I run a. I gotta pee like every 5 seconds.
Yeah. Actually, Zach, I gotta get people for
Your birthday
our-
sesh. Oh yeah, let me mark it on my
Yeah.
calendar. What day are we doing that? Do you know yet, or are you about to plan it?
think we decided, me, you, and Scott decided the weekend before
Easter, right?
my birthday. Yeah, the
So-
weekend before Easter,
Okay.
so the 20th.
That'll
No,
be
no,
the
I'm
day
sorry.
before Easter. You're talking the 13th and
No.
the 14th.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm gonna start reaching out to other people, but honestly, even if it's just like us and like Bill, it'll still be
Yeah,
fun.
I've actually run a decently successful game so far with just Sam and Scott right
Scott.
now, so I can actually manage it with 2 people. What generally I do is I'll give you another character sheet, so you can play 2 characters, and it makes it more dynamic, and it keeps the game pretty balanced, and it makes you feel more involved.
Yeah. I know Nick will probably be down. I'm really interested in trying a gunslinger.
So wait, so you're playing 2 characters in your campaign?
Yeah, so
No,
the,
just
the
a-
one
oh,
well the
well.
one that we had a third player, so it was 1-1-1 and then a DM NPC for me. And then one of the players just wasn't interested in D&D, so I gave the DMPC to one of them and the other player's character to the other, so now it's 2 and 2. So the 2 players are running 2 characters apiece.
Oh, that's cool.
No, the
That'd be
third
cool to
player
do
was
that for
Kyle,
just,
right?
like-
Yeah, Kyle was playing, but he was just like, nah.
Yeah, I could have told you that 1 mile away.
We all kind of
TBH.
saw it coming, but
Yeah.
You gotta try.
Are we all
it, right?
back?
Maybe they'll like it.
I'm
Well,
here.
he's tried multiple times, just like has not been about it.
he like goes to hang out kind of thing, not to play the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I
That's
get
fine.
it, but
Honestly, no hard
Whatever,
feelings.
right,
Just
so
let us
that's
know.
okay.
He was making it very hard for us to schedule the games, and that was the bigger issue.
yeah. You know what?
I've had people like that.
I was thinking about like this could like literally playing an in-person session with a group of friends and playing yourself or playing a other person in that friend
It'd be
group.
fucking
That would be so chaotic.
so insulting. Holy shit.
I'm
So
gonna do
that-
some really annoying shit because
You're gonna
I'm
have
you.
fewer people for the next one.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like playing yourself, but based off like a race and whatnot.
Okay,
And like
we all back.
We are good.
yes,
Okay. Morning comes. Well, cock-a-doodle, whatever. Fucking
You just hear some growling as the body grumbles from underneath the floor.
Y'all are awake. It seems like Four Eyes almost didn't sleep because he's the first one up, making a breakfast out of some mushrooms he found. He's roasting them up. He offers them to you guys, kind of half-mindedly.
Sure.
I guess I'll see if I think these mushrooms are safe.
How are you going to do that? Insight, or are you going to just eat them?
Investigation, if I can, or is that
Okay.
nature?
Can be either. Whether or not you're trying to investigate whether or not he would poison you, or nature to see if they're poisonous. No, they look like totally edible mushrooms.
Wait, I already turned off the modifier.
That was a skill one,
You
so
said-
the skill one's in the bottom
you said-
left-hand corner. It'll be underneath the tools.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
You said Four Eyes made these, correct?
Yes, he did.
Shoko like throws them to the side and like pulls out a ration.
He doesn't even acknowledge that.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
Shoko
maybe an
does.
eye roll or a suit yourself, as he takes a huge bite out of one.
Now that he's eaten, I'll eat some.
They actually taste, mildly good. Maybe could use some salt, but it does fill you up and get you ready for the journey ahead. You guys pack up camp, you get on your horses, and you begin to ride. Unless you guys want to do anything else.
I tell everybody about the screams and strange sounds I heard from the forest, and that we should definitely be careful.
I'm always careful, goddammit.
Also, I tell them that, Four Eyes snuck up on me. I'm not like the most perceptive person, but I've got really good hearing, and he easily did. He's more skilled than he lets on.
His motives are still a mystery, I suppose.
where are you guys
We
having
can
this
figure out what that
conversation?
is.
Because he's like, he's right there cooking and eating
In front of him. Yeah.
You know,
We're trying to be discreet
honestly,
about it,
I don't
guess.
have a lot of no, I don't really have a lot of subtlety as a character. I'd probably say that within earshot.
I guess I'm too busy writing and just responding nonchalantly, not realizing he can hear us.
You just hear in the background, "Screw you too," as he's like continuing to pack up.
These mushrooms, they're very good, though. I suppose that's worth mentioning.
Here's a cook.
He's a stranger and he acts strangely. He should expect this.
I just stare at you when you say that.
We're made out of rats.
Exactly.
Don't say that out loud.
Shoko, what are you doing in this conversation? Are you part of it?
No,
Okay.
Shoko's like, as she was doing before the fire, like literally looking to the fire, with like 1,000 yards there, and slowly like dissipates into nothing.
Got you. Before you do that, you hear something in your good ear. What's up with your ear? And you look over and you realize that Four Eyes is kind of actively staring at you.
Fuck.
If you don't say anything, you'll fade into nothing.
I
Until
know,
lose
but-
track of you. But you can engage if you want.
God damn you. You sneaky DM. Fuck. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Shoko hears that and gets highly offended and like literally gets like pounces up like and gets into a fighting like ready to cast where like yeah, ready to cast something his way if he continues. Like
He sees this and he goes, "Sorry, sensitive Susie," and he kind of goes back to what he's doing.
I'll cast Acid Splash his way.
What? He's gonna
Yeah.
kill.
Oh, he has to make a dex save. Oh, what the fuck is this dex? Hold on, give me a second. I didn't actually expect you to attack him.
It's gonna be like a +7 or something.
It's actually
Wait,
not that
+7 isn't
amazing.
that high. Let's say +10.
It's actually not that amazing if I'm remembering correctly. Just passed it.
But everything else is, right?
Yeah. Alright. Oh, I'm not typing. Great. Oh, he fails. And you just hear him squeal in pain. He goes, "Ow! What the fuck are you doing?" He kind of immediately darts behind a log to deal with this pain. But Shoko, you notice something odd about his form when he does it.
Like what do you mean odd?
It starts to get the gold in his skin tends to get less gold. His hair tends to get frazzled in weird ways. He pops back up perfectly normal, but he kindly asks you never to do that again.
In response, Shoko goes, "Mind your own."
Puts his hands up, goes, "Fine, crazy."
Uh, um,
Damie's just scratching at like a nearby burn mark. Like, oh, it still itches.
yeah, like as he calls me, like literally, like get like I like try to like make it obvious that like like I'm about to cast this spell again on him.
Yeah.
Like this can't.
I'll like.
Like, because he's antagonizing me.
Are we near?
Hands are up on him. He's really not interested in a fight.
Are we nearby when this happened, or is she separated?
I mean, you would have heard the acid splash.
Okay. I turn. That's like whap her hands. We don't hit potential allies, please. I'm still itching at like dried skin.
Like, Shoko's like, no ally.
You're probably not wrong, and I glare at Four Eyes, but he hasn't stabbed us in the back quite yet.
Yeah, and I had plenty of opportunities last night.
Are we still Are we already
Yeah,
traveling, or
literally, he
are we
did.
still sitting?
I'd imagine you'd have to still be sitting at a camp for this acid splash thing to happen.
Okay.
But
Do we see acid burns on him? Like,
No.
out of his-
Would we, knowing how acid splash works?
Anyone who's a spellcaster probably know that there should be acid on him.
yeah.
If you heard acid splash.
I'll go over to him and ask him, look, I apologize for Shoko's actions. She the first time I met her, she blew me up, so I understand what it's like. Do you need me to take care of those acid burns for you, or are you?
I can handle myself. Thanks very much. We should just get going. He says, he kind of like in a way that's like brushing you off as quickly.
Yeah,
as
can
you
I make like
about it.
maybe a medicine or like an investigation check to see like what the deal is with him, as I'm trying to like check out his arm to see where the acid burns are or something like that.
Choose one, but either's
Okay,
fine.
as long as I can choose. That was a 7, a number 7 difference. It went from 7 to 0, so I was like one or the other.
You kind of try to look at his arm, and that's actually when you realize acid should have burned his clothes too, and his clothes look perfectly fine. He lifts up his arm, and there's no burn. I'm capable of healing myself, he says, quickly putting the arm down and continuing to walk away.
Oh, that's excellent, guys. We have another healer in the group, so it's not just on me anymore, guys. Look at this guy.
Can Shoko knows this, right?
Choco, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You noticed him roll behind a log as his
Yeah.
skin started to fade.
Shoko kind of makes eye contact with like everybody, and it's like pointing, like grabbing her article, like her arm sleeve, and it's kind of like tugging at it, and gesturing that to the whole group.
What are you trying to say?
That his clothes are fine.
Okay. So kind of a like you kind of point when you're like, look at his clothes, they're totally fine, kind of charade situation. To let
Yes.
everyone in on it.
I just nod and I support it.
But like, yeah, I mean, clearly I'm not the most communicative, articulate person.
Going from a bird who can't even say words to somebody who's just not communicative.
Hey, leaps and bounds.
I mean, I like Kristoff can talk. It's just Shoko is clearly psychologically fucked up for the time being.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Yeah, why don't Why don't you just take off that shirt? We'll get a look at you a little bit safe. You think you're 100%?
He goes, a little weird. I'm not one to strip tease, but he unbuttons his cloak or whatever. He leaves it off. It looks like you're perfectly average high elf chest. You know, not too muscular, probably lanky. No burns whatsoever. Nothing you guys can discern is off.
How do you look though?
What do you mean?
Don't, like,
He's alright.
you know.
He's alright.
Solid
good?
6. Solid 6.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess as an elf, they're usually like 8s and aboves anyway.
Well, yeah, he's a 6 for a high elf, so
He's a
like,
6 for a high. You see him up at the horses, like, yo, we going or what? Stretching his legs, getting ready to run.
I'm good. I don't think I have anything more.
All right. You guys get on what I'm assuming is a similar ride. Damien and Ianto, Fulgar and Shoko, and then Bevy and Four Eyes are running. Again, it's pretty slow, but you guys do probably make it there around 3 o'clock-ish. Lucky for you, none of the monsters seem to engage you guys during the day. Though you do every once in a while hear a strange roar, hear a weird squelk, a scream of a human in the distance. Finally, you guys arrive at a hill. Upwards, probably about 500 feet, you see a castle. As you guys slowly approach the castle, going up the hill, you notice those red banners that you saw earlier seem to be like flags or emblems. It seems to be a giant rose and red. A rose-colored tapestry, I'm sorry, with a bright yellow flower on either side of the castle. As you get even closer, you realize that these have some kind of writing on them. Instead, there seems to be a triangle kind of crudely painted over the flower with the word prism written underneath it.
Well, we found the gang hideout.
Do I recognize the symbol at all?
You can make a history check.
Yes, Fog of War. Fuck yes. Let's go.
Is it working? You probably don't recognize what it's from, but you actually look closer at that flower and you realize that you remember going with Avina that she had a journal with a similar flower on it. Which kind of jogs your memory. Cool. So you've approached the castle. The castle kind of has its 2 levels from out front. The very front has kind of what I would ask roof deck-esque situation. Everybody make a perception check.
Perception.
Natural
y'all
one.
suck.
Wow. That's terrible.
You can't really tell, but you think you see someone moving on the deck. You can't really get too much out of it though. There's an entrance right in the front, and you see a small dirt path leading off to this side of the. Oh wait, hold on. To this side of the castle.
So we know there's a
What do you
back
wanna
door.
do?
We know there's a front door. So is there cover towards the gate that would allow my allies to be close if I were to try and deceive the front gate, or is it like a long path of open ground?
Long path of open ground.
Not good.
All right, folks. I think we maybe wait until nightfall and go in the back door because I'm not interested in walking up to that front gate alone.
What's the weather like?
It's a beautiful day.
Oh.
Sunny, clear as can be. Oh, and I should clarify. I said back door. I meant side door.
That's fine. I figured given the path, it's still a back door in my mind.
Yeah.
Any preference? I don't really want to walk out in the middle of the day. Do we see like guards patrolling the roofs or whatever? Or, like,
You saw some figures up on the roof deck, but you can't really.
Yeah.
Those perception check. You can't tell
No.
shit.
Do we have any way to... I don't.
I don't really do quiet, generally speaking. Usually I knock on the door and say, hey, we have a warrant for your arrest. And they go running out the back door, and then I have friends out the back door. But I don't think it's going to work with the castle.
Is any of us predisposed for a more discreet, closer look?
Conversation you guys have to have with yourselves. Let me know when you're ready to tell me what you want to do.
Well, I'm pretty stealthy. I could go up there and take a look if you want. They probably wouldn't.
It's pretty open, Bevy. You're sure you want to wait for like nightfall or at least dusk to take a peek, or at least
The longer we wait, aren't they going to become more alert?
Yes, I suspect they'll be more on their guard once their compatriots don't arrive
They already have.
at the expected time.
yeah, we're already late. So how much more alert can a group
Yes,
get?
and they become more suspicious the longer they have to wait, I think.
Alright, we could go with the deception plan. However, I am not the most, well, the best at lying. I can fib a little, but not too much, if you know what I mean. I'll give it a go if you'd like, and you guys can just walk up behind me and be my posse, or something like that.
If they have just two creatures that are like that woman, we will die. I think we need to ambush them, or at least do something.
Let's
that they're not
any of y'all got them thief lock picking tools, the illegal ones?
Shoko kind of raises her hand.
All right, the little girl's got some lock picking tools. Perfect. We wait till nightfall. We break in the side door. Look, I've studied these people. I know exactly.
For future reference, you are a retired police officer, yes?
No, just on leave for a bit. So I would not. Please do not mention any criminal activity in my presence, or I'll be forced to report you. We have like a mandated reporting clause, so just be aware of that, I guess. But I'm thinking side door nighttime.
Shoko kind of puts her hand down slowly.
Yes, perhaps it's best you didn't ask us if we were carrying contraband.
Look, it's just we're not in my jurisdiction, so even if I were to arrest you, I'd be breaking the law, so you're fine. Don't even worry about it. Consider this a
I'll tell you
vacation.
this. It's pretty hard for doors to stop me. If we can't get it open, I might be able to squeeze through.
All right, perfect. Let's take a break. Wait till nightfall so we don't.
Actually,
go ahead.
You see,
Can't you use that to sneak around? Like, if it's tall grass, they're not gonna see rats scurrying through it.
Yeah, I need this. Because I don't know what's in. If we run into some random people there, I don't want them all screaming, freaking out.
That could be useful.
Four Eyes is watching this conversation intently.
Picking up on all the weird references.
Putting together these crazy loose ends. We keep
Yeah.
doing.
Okay, we could perhaps attempt to create a diversion at the front entrance and take the side one.
We could send the horses galloping in if we wanted to draw attention and do it during the daytime, but I think they'll still see us sprinting across this open field here to the side door.
I think we're going to cause a commotion either way. It's best that we start with the commotion somewhere other than where we
Sure.
are.
So, do you want to wait until nightfall and do that idea, or?
Yeah, let's do a mix of the plans. Commotion at the front and night.
Cool. I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. Let's all get some sleep in while we can. I know we've been walking most of the day, so it shouldn't be too hard.
We gotta be extra careful because of the monsters coming out at night.
Oh shit, yeah. So at dusk or something like that, like when it sets.
Cool. Yeah.
Do I
so-
think that the monster that we first fought came from the castle the same as the woman? Even if they're not the same creature type.
believe people at the tavern said strange things were coming from the castle, so you probably put two and two together even without me. That monster
Right. Okay.
in the castle.
So they're not restricted to incursions in the daytime.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, I'm gonna point that out to the group, I guess. We're in as much danger in the night as we are in the day, I believe.
Well, let's wait until night then, and we'll head over there as soon as the sun sets. As soon as there's enough cover for us to like at least have a chance of not being seen or heard. All right. Any better plans? Any objections to that?
Nope.
All right. Let's we'll wait until nightfall, get some sleep in, and then we'll head into the side door with the. Yeah, we'll head to the side door.
Cool. You find some brush right at the base of the hill, probably. Y'all kind of gather around and y'all shut your eyes for a nice little nap. Nothing really eventful seems to happen at this point. You wake up and it is what you guys want, dusk. You guys
I'd
wanna-
say full night probably because. Yeah.
Got you. Whoever's turning watch, all of a sudden you hear, starts with crickets chirping, owls hooting, and then the strange sounds start to come back. The weird screeching, weird squelching, and it's full on nighttime. Hell stands before you.
All right, now everybody gather close. You three, come here. I saw you get real messed up by that creature before. I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen, so I don't gotta waste no healing on y'all. And I'll cast Aid at 2nd level, which means all three of you get plus 10 to your total HP for 8 hours.
Is that a temp?
It technically is your total HP, so if you were to go like into negatives, it would affect that as well. But it's you could heal up to that level for 8 hours also.
Wow, awesome.
What's the number?
You
Sorry.
get 10 HP apiece, basically, to your total HP. But make sure you remember your normal number, so. But your maximum goes up by 10.
I'm just gonna put it in temp because I don't want to screw with
Yeah.
my max.
Just make sure you know you can heal up past your total for 8 hours. I'll put it in the chat right now. I just have to click my buttons correctly.
Okay. It is nighttime. He pulls you aside, heading up the hill. You guys want to take the side entrance?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Moon is, I would say, probably half full. It's giving you some decent moonlight. You see some torches on inside the castle. Castle's well lit. At this time, I'll allow you guys to make another perception check on the roof, but at disadvantage unless you have dark vision.
Tieflings have dark vision, don't they?
I do.
Not too shabby.
Oh wow. Shoko,
Oh.
do you have dark
Are
vision?
we doing the horses thing?
I do have dark vision.
Cool. You guys begin to make out 3 figures. They're not moving. Upon closer inspection, it looks like one of them's asleep. They might all be asleep as you're looking at it. It seems like these bandits aren't exactly as well organized as you guys expected them to be. Alright. What do?
We're at the side door.
You are at the, I was going to say, you're probably about 70 feet from, I keep forgetting. From here, you're heading up the hill, and you see the castle.
So we're going this way, I assume.
Yeah, unless you wanted to do that weird horse thing you were talking about.
I don't think we want to wake anybody up.
Got you. As you arrive, you see what looks to be a door. Really shabby and wooden in this beaten path. Outside seems to be a couple trash dumpster areas. Seems like this is like a servant's entrance.
All right, let's give those illegal tools that I've never seen before in my life a check, shall we? And I'll cast guidance on Shoko.
Shoko, make a sleight of hand check. Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
No.
You may add a D4 because I cast guidance on you.
Go ahead.
You
roll
don't
your
need
D4.
proficiency to be able to use them, right?
No, you just
No,
don't
it
get the
just helps.
bonus. Yeah.
You only, it's only like dex bonus then for him. So I'm trying to.
So that would
figure out.
technically be a 14, I believe. Unless she's proficient in sleight of hand, in which case, I'm sorry.
I'm proficient in sleight.
So it'd be 14.
So it'd be... Okay. The door's actually unlocked. So go with
Oh.
all these things.
I'm sitting here like, who the fuck leaves the side door? God damn it.
You're open to a well-lit hallway. Hold on, give me a second while I reveal everything.
I like how we're being like SEAL Team 6 and these guys are like bumbling idiots. In the
Yeah, exactly.
Quick question: can you guys see that number 2?
No.
Oh,
No.
sweet! I did it right. Yes. This seems to be a western hallway. There's a door to. You can all place yourselves on the map. There's a door right here. And a door right here. The hallway seems to extend further here and here, but you can't really see past
I
there.
just want to whisper
What
to
do
the
you wanna do?
group. I'll say, remember, our goal is to find Avina. We'll take out as many of these dastards as we can in the meantime, but make sure to, we're here to find Avina. Watch out for the bosses, the colored ones. With the red.
You have your license to kill.
They don't. That's not real. It's a mask. It's a puppet show thing. It's a joke. It's tough. I do have the license to thrill though. I throw a great party. So
License to Thoroughly.
yeah, license to Wayne. Yeah, that's the one.
All right, you've got a hallway to explore. What do you do?
I'll roll a d2. Top is 1, bottom is 2. Top. That's not right, but we're gonna go top anyway.
Cool. The door is there. What do you do?
I guess, is everybody else set? I'm just gonna check to make this one's probably unlocked too, given the outside door was unlocked.
Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna press my head against the door. See if I can hear anything.
Oh, you guys listen before you go in. That's cute.
Shoko, why are you all the way? Did you lose your guy?
No, I'm right here.
And who the hell is this?
Oh my god! I thought I put it down the right way the first time.
Bevy, you hear movement. A lot of metal clangs. Some bubbling. This biddy was that lady, but it's gonna be Four Eyes. He's right here. That's what you hear. Some shuffling around. It sounds like there's people on the other side.
Definitely people in there.
Well, let's go in with spear swinging, shall we? Just don't stab anybody who looks like they're innocent, or punch, in your case, or bite.
So I
Alright.
need you to describe
whip
to me
mode.
who's entering first and how they're entering.
Are we kicking?
Oh, I'm leaving this in your hands. You seem to be.
All right,
One.
breaching. I kick the door open.
Cool. You hear a bright scream as 2 cooks working on the food scream and put their hands up. Don't hurt us! Don't hurt us!
None of y'all are bandits, right?
What? No! Please! The bandits took capture of us, please! And they point to some shackles around their feet. Seems like they're tied. Well, they're weighted down so that they can't escape.
Okay.
I bust in and I say, "That one's got a knife!" And I pull out.
Oh my god.
I'll put my spear. Hold on. He's like holding the knife above his head. That's so funny. That's so good. All right, I'll keep my spear up and I'll say, Shoko, why did you get to work on those shackles? We'll send these guys out of here, get them out of our way.
Yep, I'm gonna work on the shackles.
Got you. Try to unlock them. These are in fact locked.
Are these? Would this be sleight of hand or?
Yes, but it doesn't get your proficiency, so you just subtract 3. And you
What if I used acid splash
Trip.
to try the acid through the
to
lock?
melt it?
Yeah.
Give me the description of acid splash.
Un momento.
Is there anything you want to ask these 2 cooks? Is there
But
terrified
yeah,
of you.
about how many bandits are there in this here Castle Arcane?
Oh, it's the same question I asked last time. How much food are they?
Let's see. I'm gonna say it fails, and I'm gonna say each chain has 10 hit points. So I don't know if you can do it in a chain in one shot, but is Acid Splash a spell or a cantrip?
It's cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
So in theory, you could sit there and just do it.
While we're
until it
talking,
burns
you're
out.
dripping acid on them, basically, essentially. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll fine. I guess I'll try the sleight of hand first. But if it doesn't work, I'm gonna go right for the ass.
Yeah, guys, I unlocked it the first time.
No, these chains seem. This lock is not working. They talk about how there's a handful of them just south of here playing a loud ass game of cards. Apparently, Black didn't come back on time, so they're expecting some kind of intruder through the front gate. About 5 of them are waiting in there. A handful of them are in the eastern corner sleeping, and the rest are upstairs. They usually say they're guarding on the upper deck, but they're usually just sleeping and tanning. Then, of course, Gold is up in the attic, but we're not allowed up there. We have to bring the food to the other leaders to bring.
Where are the other leaders at?
Let's see. I think I saw Yellow go to the main hall, and the other 3 I think I saw up on the deck.
Have they been especially alarmed by Black's absence?
No, but
I'm
apparently
gonna
they...
pull out his bandana, put it on the table.
So they kind of start and then they just stop and look at it. Oh, so you're the intruders.
you are truly brilliant.
What gave it away?
All they can say is that they've been hearing strange squelching sounds coming from the king's bedroom. Apparently, it sounds like some kind of strange creatures being stored in there.
Is that on the attic or right below the attic where Gold's at?
It would be. So they explain the general layout of the map. On here, you're going to find mostly dining, kitchen areas. Upstairs is bedrooms. There's an armory, as well as the king's bedroom, which is what they're talking about. And then the 3rd floor is the attic.
Okay, cool.
You wouldn't happen to be able to tell us how many of these creatures are in the castle.
No, they don't let us very far. We're just kind of whispering secrets or bribing guards to tell us things.
All right, well, you've done us a service, and we're gonna get you out of here. Shoko, how those locks coming?
No, that whole time I'm kind of just like to the best of my ability, dripping acid on these locks.
Got you. Well, the locks seem to be unpickable. The chains are pretty weak, so I'm going to say in the future, Acid Splash is not going to work to melt metal, but this time it will.
It's all that cooking oils I got on them, and wore them down.
They melt it, and both of them go, "Pan praise you," as they bow, and they dash out of there.
Damn, lucky them. I was gonna try Fireball next.
All right,
Gotcha.
y'all heard him. There's some folks to the south that ain't been doing good. So let's take care of that. Anybody else want to kick the door, or you want me to do the honors again?
I mean,
Oh,
I can open
they
it
told you
quietly.
what the bandits south were doing, right?
Playing cards.
Oh, this.
I suspect the door
Loudly.
isn't locked. I can throw it open for you. If you want to burst in.
That would work mighty fine as well.
Oh, should we?
Actually,
do you
this
want us to like?
thaumaturgy allows me to open a door.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Yep,
yeah, that's great.
Thaumaturgy allows you to just open an unlocked door.
Before combat, I will just cast a level 1 bless on myself, Ianto, and
What's
Bevy.
the food?
The food is mostly vegetables. It seems like flowers and foliage is kind of what you grow around here and what you eat. There's a little bit of meat spruced through, but it doesn't look like they've had time to restock now that these guys have been swiping
Oh,
their
I
stuff.
just want to take something that I can hold while we're moving. So I guess I'll take a carrot or something.
Sure. The
do
carrot
you want?
you have in your hand.
So they don't know we're here yet, clearly. So
They
do we do,
don't.
like
In
a
fact,
surprise round. Do you want us to declare stuff?
Well, what are you doing? If you're going for a surprise round, you guys need to do a group else.
Need to do group what?
I'm
sorry.
gonna start it by
Yeah.
throwing the door open, so I guess I lose my action.
Okay. As soon as the door opens, I guess I would. I don't really have any ranged attacks, so I'll just whip 2 rats at whoever I see first.
Well, hold on. So if you guys want to claim a surprise round, you have to group stealth, and if the stealth
Oh,
is
Oh,
more
yeah.
than their
I'm sorry,
passive
you kept-
perception,
We will attempt.
You
They might kinda
Yeah,
go
we'll,
out.
we'll attempt to group
Getting
stealth.
tough.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
try to
I-
be stealthy. I'll cast Bless right beforehand, but it doesn't help us on our stealth. But before
I'd
combat.
also like to cast a fireball
Thank you.
into that room.
Okay.
okay, we're not there yet.
At least this time she announced.
We
her
are
intent.
literally exactly average
She's
right now.
learning.
This is fucked up. It all comes down to this one roll. Yes.
Oh shit, son!
And to lead in the pack.
As you guys spark the door open, you notice these 4 guys are super drunk out of their minds. They don't even notice you guys open the door. So everyone can roll them some initiative.
I just yell, "Halt! Police!"
Raid.
Yeah. Also, I think it's loud, isn't it?
What's that?
Thaumaturgy.
It's pretty
Are you
loud.
saying?
Yeah.
So these, when you see them, these 4 bandits are gonna have colors, but that's just so I can identify them. They're not special in any way.
Excuse me.
Can someone get some battle music up for me while I do this?
Bum 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 bum. You want some Battlefield 5 soundtrack music?
Whatever you can get that lady to play.
All right. What's Hime's bot command?
She has a name.
Whoops. I don't know how to do commands. Oh, I don't have the DJ roll. What the fuck?
Oh,
I can give it to
Give me a
myself.
second.
I can give it to myself.
okay, you got it. Oh, I didn't. That didn't work well. Oh, so blue is a.
Okay, why don't you go into the bot commands and type .skip for me?
Bot commands.
Beautiful.
Wait, I thought we had to stick to music that's not licensed or something.
Oh, wait,
We're
I
not
don't.
streaming,
I mean,
are
we
we?
are, but it doesn't really
Oh.
matter. It gets muted on stream regardless. So, like, if it's
Oh,
a
just music.
it doesn't mute on live. It mutes on the playback. So, I suppose you're right. I suppose we should just go to the normal Kevin McLeod 5 armies.
Hey, Kevin's a
Yeah,
good.
because there's the Banner Saga soundtrack. I really like that.
Is that open to everybody?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Hell yeah, do it up then. Go ahead and type it in. I'll put skip in for the next one. Plus, it might actually mute our sounds if it has it in the background. You're right. I didn't think of that.
Once that music's up, we're good to go.
Type period play and then whatever the name of the song that you're looking for is. The banner music is great.
Oh, I'm gonna still have to find a battle appropriate song. So
Oh,
Play
okay.
your
Well,
thing.
well, unfortunately, you're the first up. So do you want to go your turn and
Oh.
then start looking for music?
so my
You do all get a surprise round.
my thaumaturgy doesn't count for that.
I guess your thaumaturgy does count. I forgot. Sorry. Orange, green. Oh my God, they're so fucking surprised. Shoko, you're up.
Do I see that they're playing card? Like, do I have time to react?
Oh yeah, I mean, they're cards in hand, getting up and staring at you guys as you get your first round.
Okay. I'd like to cast sleep on them.
What level?
Second level.
All right, so roll 6d8.
Ooh, buddy.
Fortunately, that is not enough to make any of them fall asleep.
Oh, they have more health than 22. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for I guess asking if I'm doing this wrong. Can I use 2 sorcery Do I have to claim to use 2 sorcery points before or after to make that a bonus action?
Usually you do, but I'll give it to you this time.
Okay. I can wait until next time. It's no big deal.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So, I guess
Just don't burn all your resources. This is the first battle. of
Well,
the game.
also in the future, Tyler, just for reference, you'll want to hurt somebody before casting sleep, so it has a better chance of putting one to sleep.
Do you want to rewind time? I'll give you 1 mulligan, Tyler.
Well, no, that's fine. I just figured they were drunk enough that it may have worked.
Yeah.
I wish drunkenness lowered your HP. Fuck.
I didn't know
If-
sleep was. I didn't really realize sleep was a HP thing.
Yeah.
It's a confusing spell.
Oh yeah.
It's actually, I think it's a pretty stupid spell. honestly.
Great at level
I'm
1.
looking
After
now.
level 1, it's done.
Actually,
Yeah.
also looking back, could I even tell that they were like humans? What if these guys were just randomly elves that I was just trying
Yeah,
to
exactly. See.
Okay. Well, I am going to use this and just cast Ray of Frost into the room.
Ray of Frost, is that what, an attack, right?
Yeah, it's an attack roll.
Yes.
Ray of Frost, so who are you hitting? Blue, red, green, or orange?
Red.
Red? Alright, so it's an 18 to hit, that hits. You hit Red's arm and he drops all his playing cards and screams as he looks in your direction.
Yay. Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. Shoka, Damien.
Damien will rush to the room and say, "Waterdeep police, put your hands in the fucking air!" And I'll like bap one in the back of the head, and basically I'll be doing some dual damage. I'll make 2 attacks, one with my action, one with my bonus action. So spear, initially, there's a 13 hit
Does.
for 7 damage, and then
On who?
the red guy.
'Kay.
And then I will do another spear attack that'll miss horribly.
Yes, it will.
Sorry, how do you
Red's not-
add something?
Red's looking a little dizzy as you hit him right in the head.
Oh, are you talking about your? Oh, I'm sorry. I have also I have bless, but it doesn't matter for that attack. But in the future, everybody, me, Ianto, and Bevy have bless.
Cool. Bevy, it's actually your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go into the room, pull out the Dow, and I'm gonna attack red as well. Seeing
Okay.
as how everybody's going for him.
Hits.
7 points.
Red is not looking good.
17.
Hits.
7 points.
He's on his last legs. As all of a sudden he was playing cards, he turns around, he gets hit 4 times in the face. With a spear and a sword. Cuts all over.
And
Go ahead.
I'm gonna bonus action attack him with an
Do it.
unarmed.
That
14.
hits.
Oh, great.
Are you killing him or are you not gonna?
Oh, I don't think I know how to knock people
Oh,
out. So
no.
he's gonna once again I'm gonna do the same thing where I kinda just like I punch him across the face, and as he starts to lose consciousness, they start to pour out, and I get 7 hit points as they start to bite him all over.
Someone vote skip on the music.
I got you.
Oh god, everyone screams in horror as Red turns around, gets hit 4 times, and his face gets eaten. And I'm assuming that's your turn, right?
Yes.
Debbie. I'm sorry, Ianto.
Okay, who's alive? Who's dead?
Red is dead, knocked out and face eaten.
And who's hurt?
You get a blessed bonus. even need it. I think it just deals a d8 of damage to the Nice. That's a level 5 bonus. That's awesome. So it'll be 12 to orange and 9 to green. No. Yeah, like smoking a cigarette. He's Netflix and chilling, but where... Fuck. Seeing him get shocked and he's sort of like paying attention to Shoko, I'm gonna run and assist my squishy wizard friend, or who I assume is a wizard. Shocking Grasp removes his reaction. I just flavored it as him being distracted, but I know mechanics. But yeah, I'll make 2 attacks with advantage. My spear and then my bonus action. Yeah. Whoops, that's not with advantage, but yeah, I'll just roll another attack. Take the first one. Yeah, just take the first one here. No, that does not crit. And then the second attack, which will do that. Cool. So 7 piercing, and I fucked up and rolled the wrong thing, but I'm just gonna do this for damage. Ignore that, and that's the damage. So 12 total damage as I sort of stab non-lethally and then bring the end up and whack him in the back of the head with it. And it's very cool. That's all I got. You just call it Flurry of Rats, to be honest. You get your D4. You get a D4. You get your D4. Bless saves the day. Yeah, literally. Hey, you guys have a D4. Hey. 1 minute only. Yeah, concentration in only 1 minute, unfortunately. After his first attack, I'm going to take a spear attack at him. And I crit. It'll be non-lethal, but I deal just 7 damage. No, the green hit twice, yeah. I'll just say, y'all, I just want to express upon y'all that bandits might not always have, as I'm like going to stab this guy, bandits might not always have the best beginnings. Does a 13 hit? Non-lethal 8? And I'll just whack him, basically, or just non-lethally stab him. And it's like, look, I understand that y'all are trying to save Avina. I am as well. However, these people might just be unfortunate souls. I understand if maybe they are stabbing you, they're probably not, but they're just playing cards. So in the future, maybe don't, and I stare at like the semi-eaten rat one, give them the benefit of the doubt, for my sake, if you don't mind. And I'll just make sure this one's stabilized and drag him to the corner away from Bevy. Of course. Fucking asshole. That's basically all the gold in the room. Cool. Yeah. Is that me keeping track of that? I don't know if we established that last time. Treasure, 30 gold. Cool. This guy will be awake in an hour or so. That should be enough for us to clear this entire tower. Usually it takes only like 15 minutes for a well-trained group of Waterdeep soldiers like myself, but we could wait the hour, but it'll be a while. I don't want to waste any of my special juice on him, if you know what I mean. Let's rip up some of the the dead men's clothes. We could use it as a rope and tie him up if we'd like. I'd do it if nobody else was doing it. I mean, you fucking ate him, Bevy. Come on, just give me your sword real quick. Slice up the run. Yeah. All right, front gate time. They said they were waiting for us, so there might be a little bit less playing cards. How do y'all feel? Are y'all okay? Based on the general layout we see, like, do we know, like, is there a door at the end of this hallway here that we can see that would go to the main hall, or... That might be a better idea, baby. Let's see if we can get by these guys without incurring some attention. Is there a lock on this door? Damn it, I'll just be like, click. Can y'all, if y'all don't mind, we could barricade this door and we can make our way upstairs a little bit and see if we can find another way around other than the main floor. I'll go grab a chair from the bar room and I'll put it underneath the doorknob, basically, like a classic door jam. Sure, I'll take a peek out. Anything happening outside? Boink. Cool, yeah, nothing seems to be going on. there are more tables and doors if y'all want to do a better job than this, but I'll give us some time if they come up behind us. No, the one to the main entrance. You said you want to avoid this area, so I put a chair at this door here. So if they were to try and come this way, they would be stopped, at least temporarily. Perfect. Let's keep moving. We'll try and keep it quiet. I won't kick any doors down. Yeah, assuming it's unlocked. I do. Would it take... I mean, I have a hint given the guy said thank Pan. I'm assuming this is Pan. I'm not actually even trained in religion, but yeah. Oh, no, I am. I'm sorry. I lied. I am actually trained. Damien Swarthouse says, I always love this guy, because check it out, ready guys? Look at this, and I point to his instrument. What's that called? Anybody know? What's that called? And who's this guy? It's so good, isn't it? It's so good. I love it. Pan playing a pan flute. I love it so much. It's so good. Do the scribblings seem to be important, or is it just sort of like a religious, like a... Oh, you did say that, didn't you? Language. I do, yeah, I can actually read Dwarvish. Yes, that's one of my two. Alright, I'll cross myself and say, I guess in this case it would be Pan bless me, or I guess, well, Helm bless me, whatever it is, and I'll make a check here. 21. Yeah, any of y'all know how to play any of that music? I only have dice sets and land vehicles, no insurance. I'll check for you. Sage gets, no, Arcana and History, no. Shoko, you mean? Code Lyoko, Shioko, I don't know, I guess. Yeah, Shoko, do you sing at all? I don't play any notes, or I'm not great at singing. I could give it a go. Oh, fuck yes, dude! Hell yeah! Wow, that your voice is invigorating, Shoko. That was amazing. Yeah, aid is specifically hit point maximum, so it does not affect this. Alright, I think we might actually be avoiding the main hall, which is nice, but you want to put your up to this one too, Bevy? Alright, I'll pull it open. You head on in first, and I'll open the door. I was gonna go check out this corridor. If I don't run into trouble, I'll come right back. Just make sure we have a nice escape route in here would be nice. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go down the secret passage, I guess. Is it a secret compartment or a secret passage underneath the desk? Okay, drawer. Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Oh, hell yeah. Nice rolls. Are there no bloodstains or anything in here? Like, nobody was killed in here, so he didn't actually get executed, or in the room at least, for the murder. Oh, okay, so it's been a while. Cool. Arcole and Arbis, gotcha. Perfect. I'm gonna just take time and slowly pile things up to this door to the main entrance, and just like do a chair, and then put a table behind the chair, and then another chair. Okay, cool, perfect. I wasn't sure because just I knew that there was something here, but yeah. I pile up against all the furniture up against Four Eyes as he doesn't move in the corner there. Yeah, I'm definitely watching him. I guess I'm pretty much anytime he does something interesting, I'd like to roll insight to see what's up with him. Bad roll. Yes, he sees something of interest to him in that book, but there's no mention of Alice in this book at all, right? All right. Once Yanto finishes his spell, or while he's doing the spell, I'll take a listen up here. I guess give Bevy's ears a break. And I'll walk through. I'll say it's clear, guys. I'll go grab the furniture from this room and put it up against this doorway here. Just, you know, yeah. I'll let somebody else choose this time. So if they'd like to choose where we go next, feel free to speak up. Yeah, I misheard as well. Does Alice's age match who we know as who we're looking for? Avina. Alright, noted. This is the sleeping chambers to the eastern, I assume. Yeah. I just remember the cook said they were sleeping on the east side, and this is the east side, so. You're super cutting out. You stopped talking completely there at the end. Yes, you're good. Cool. Alright, sweet. Yeah, 10:36 right now, yeah. Alright. It actually can't. It can only see anything in like indirect view. Yeah. It's just anything you can. Oh, you know, it does say. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. $30 foot. 30 foot. I was totally wrong. I forgot that I could do that. I thought that was a message that could go through shit like that. That's awesome. I should know this given how Ben spams it and during all the other stuff we do. It's awesome. No magic in Castle Arcane. Yeah, no, yeah, of course. Oh shit, yeah, of course he's gonna light up like a fucking candle, right? Bevy, if you want to take that north door, I'll take this one to my west here, and we'll each give it a little bit of a sniff. I'll give it a good sniff myself. I don't know. I've got a good schnoz. I got a good schnoz. Cool. I'll quietly open my door and sort of nod to Ianto as I open it. Yeah, you're like your cool like Sharingan eyes going on. Yeah, I see that shit, and I just sort of nod. And it's, yeah, I get you. As we share a knowing look. So just a painter's room and artist's room. Got it. You found the closet. Yep, we're gonna leave. Yeah, I'll take a chair and I'll barricade the sleeping quarters too, just because like Damien's just always that's his thing now. He's gonna barricade every door he sees with a fucking chair. Yeah. And yeah, I'll let you guys lead the way since I did give you fucking health. So go get your ass up there. These are different maps, so yeah. I can. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. The south is the king's bedroom. Oh no, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that is the king's bedroom, or what's left of the king, anyway. Hey, Ianto, is that a ping on your special eyesight? Oh, magical wise, you're saying? Yeah. Are you guys okay with taking down this squelching monster, or would you like to? I don't know if there's anywhere else we can go. I guess we could check out south first, but I don't really like our odds if this thing comes up behind us while we're taking out the leader. Or the leaders. There's actually 4 above us, right? We got the attic, which is gold, and then on the rooftop there's the other 3 leaders, so... Oh, so it's like an outside deck. Okay, cool. Is the deck to the north, or... Abomination is this way. I assume, because this is the squelching noises we hear. Yeah. I don't mind if you guys want to avoid it. I'm just curious. I'd rather fight it now and not have to deal with it later. And given the lady in the woods who was asking for healing couldn't be reasoned with, I assume this one's far gone. So... I'm afraid I've only got 1 chair left. I can go back downstairs and grab it. I'm gonna guess... Oh, you want me to open it slightly and then close it again while you throw shit at it, essentially? I could do that. Okay, I like that idea. If that's cool with all y'all, I could maybe... or Bevy, if you want to punch a hole through it, and I can summon some godly magic and hit it from through the wall, and maybe we can hold it shut and give it an advantage. It will. I will say, punching a hole through a wall is a lot worse than opening a door because it might wake up our friends downstairs. Although, not to say that a fight is any less loud. Okay, so we fight. Yeah, I'll cast. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Go for it. 4 eyes and do it. Oh, so there's no squelching. Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna accidentally like hit his leg with my spear as I turn. Oh, my apologies. I'm so clumsy. Yeah, your Sharingan eyes are no longer visible. Fucking hilarious. If it's barricaded, maybe we don't need to take care of it. It seems they don't want to take care of it themselves. So to be honest, I do kind of want to test myself against this thing. Perhaps we could let it loose and then steer it towards the other leaders. I don't know. In our approach, would we have noticed like which door would lead to sort of the balcony? Okay, cool. But yeah, it's just to the north somewhere. It's a dangerous play and a good use of resources. Yeah, that fucking 4 eyes. He's looking for literally the same person that we are. He just used a different name. Oh yeah, would we assume that the creature leads up to the attic? Why would they have barricaded gold up in the attic alone? That doesn't make sense to me. But it could be possible. Fuck it. Let's how do you guys feel? Let's take a vote. Do you guys want to fight this beast now, or do you want to go after the as Shoko goes, fight the beast now? All right. We can move the furniture to the 2 doors, so if anybody comes at us, we'll be delayed. But I think it's the best bet. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. All right. I will, right before combat starts, I will cast Bless, assuming that the monster is going to fuck us up real good. That will Perfect. I love it so much. It's so good. So Bless will affect all 4 of us this time, including Shoko when she comes back. And just basically right before we open the door, I'll do that. That'll be a level 2 one. So, yeah. I know I'm fine with it. Well, we can talk to... Jacob, are you good with it? Cool. I think we can be good here. I'll restore my spell slot so I remember to take care of it next time. Oh yeah, sorry about that, by the way. Yeah, fuck. Alright, yeah, I'll let him know. I'll shoot him a PM. You mean in 2 weeks, unless you want to do it next week. Cool. No, we can discuss it. I'll put up we'll discuss it like basically Sunday night. We'll see what we want to do. Cool. Thank you so much. I'm loving this so far. This is great. Good night.